fellow Gearvians, and welcome back to another theory video. Before we start talking about today's theory, however, we need to discuss the legacy kit. We all freaking called it so hard, and not just me. You, me, everyone who watched the video. Round of applause to all of us. We found out about the legacy kit before anybody else. Ha! Take that, Tanki. Get dunked on. By the way, the link to that video will be in the description. I highly suggest watching it if you haven't already. Anyway, today we're going to be discussing the new and mysterious nuclear drop zones, which have appeared in a number of TO's maps. Before we jump into the video, however, I have to stop to shamelessly promote my channel and tell you to like, comment, subscribe, and share with your friends. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. But without further ado, let's get right into today's theory. First of all, let's talk about the actual stats of these drop zones, such as which maps they appear in, which modes they appear in on those maps, do they appear in pro battles, and do they have anything to do with gold boxes. To answer the first question, the drop zones only appear in a total of 6 maps that I've seen so far. They are situated, for the most part, in the center of these maps, which include Year 2042, Red Alert, Tribute, Bridges, Silence, and Osa. To answer the next question on that list, these drops are present in all modes of those maps, except for Juggernaut mode, for the reason that no map where Juggernaut mode can be played corresponds with the list I just told you. The drop zones can't be found in pro battle versions of these maps as well, dictating this might have something to do with the war, as you can only earn stars in non-pro matches. I also decided to experiment and dropped a gold to see if the gold interacted with the nuclear drop zone in any way, but sadly it did not. Now that we've kind of discussed the basics, let's move on to the more nitty-gritty side of my investigation, finding out exactly what the nuclear symbol on the drop zone means. Actually, it doesn't stand for exactly what you would suppose it does. The symbol indicated on the drop zones stands for ionizing radiation. Ionizing radiation could be nuclear radiation, X-rays, particle acceleration, and a few other radiation types, not necessarily nuclear. But as the stereotype of that symbol is to be associated with nuclear radiation, we'll just go along with that, though do keep in mind it doesn't have to be nuclear radiation. The border around the nuclear symbol on the drop zone indicates this might be some sort of super supply, as the border is identical to repair, armor, damage, and speed drop zones. It also might be some sort of special gold box drop effect, as they've already created a nuclear explosion with meteorite golds, though that is not what I suspect it is. If it was, why would the zones already be there, in the center of the map? I can only think of one solution. I'll see if you guys can think of another instance which involves a missile in the center of a map. I'll give you 10 seconds to think of it and write it in the comments. Ready? Your 10 seconds start now. Do you guys remember what the winning objective of the first war was? That's an easy question. It was to capture the missile territory in the center of the map, just like in the 7 maps now. Could this be somehow linked to the first war? Well, I'll leave that for you guys to debate about in the comments. Have a great day, and, of course, happy hunting.